How you doing? I'm Paul from Cookies Campers, and I'm here today to show you around the Volkswagen Grand California, our largest camper van. So we're just going to walk around the outside of the camper van today and show you all the different features. So this blue cap here is for filling your fresh water. So this fresh water then does your shower and your sink. You carry about 150 litres and we will always give you the camper van full of water. On the rear of the camper van then you have reverse camera and your reverse parking sensors. And on this particular camper van, it has a bike rack to carry 2 bikes, up to 37 kilos combined weight. On the rear here, on the left hand side, you have your camper van plug-in, your hookup for on your campsite. So we supply a long cable, I think it's 11 meters long, so you can plug in here and then you will plug in on your campsite as well. And that will charge up your leisure battery, you can run your heating off it as well. And also you will have your domestic sockets then will work inside. Underneath here you have your grey water emptying point. There's a big tap here, so you can just reach in and you turn that tap. So at most campsites, or even at our own depot here, you have a grey water emptying facility that you can empty your camper van when you bring it back, or campsites will actually let you do it. I think they charge a small fee, and the same with your toilet cassette, which is in here. So to remove the toilet cassette, you will disconnect your vent pipe here, which is a special patent system from Volkswagen, and then you'll remove your toilet. And it actually has a handle, and then you'll wheel that to your emptying point on your campsite. The Volkswagen Grand California is just under 3 meters high, so that's just an important consideration when you are driving around low bridges, you know, parking barrier, car park barriers as well. So what we're going to show now is how to use the awning. Here's your wind out handle. It also has a little description here to show you how to insert it into the awning, which is quite handy. So you're turning it up and you're turning it to the left to lock it in, and that's the handle locked in. Then you wind out your awning, really just enough till you can reach the end of it. It's very important not to wind it out all the way unsupported. So you'll reach up, you'll pull these levers and your handle will come down, or your leg will come down, and then you're going to lock this lever up, and we'll do the same on the other side. Also, if it's windy or very windy, you know, it's important not to use your awning. So we'll just keep winding out the awning and we'll just move out the legs to support it. You can wind it right out, it's a really good awning. And then you wind it back, take the tension, and that's it. Yeah, so we're just going to remove the 2 outside tables and chairs which are in the rear doors here. So they're really good 2 chairs and table. When we're handing over your camper van, what you'll have in here will be your duvets and your pillows to be stored in here. And then what you're going to have in here is your hookup cable, a water hose that we leave in there for filling up your blue tank water, and also we're going to leave a step in here, which is really important because the bed is quite high. It's up here nearly to my hip height, so anybody who might need a little bit of an aid for stepping up, we leave that step inside. Okay, what we have in here is going to be 2 gas cylinders, and this will run your heating and your hot water and your gas hob. With our 2 gas bottles here, if one bottle runs out, it's very easy to transfer over to the second bottle. So what we have here in the center is a diverter valve. So at present that's showing green, and this indicator here indicates that this bottle is being used at the moment. So if this bottle ran out, these indicators would turn to red. So all you would do there is you would close off your bottle, and then you will switch over this dial, and then you will open your bottle here, and you will press your, this is a pipe rupture valve, it's a safety, so you just press that, and this indicator then will turn green again, and that's your gas working. So what we're going to show now is how to reset the gas system in this camper van. In here is a unit here for resetting the gas system. So if your gas bottle ran out of gas, or you switched on your heating and had your gas switched off, an error will come up on this unit. So it's very important to reset this correctly, and it's very simple to do. So this is the exact step you follow. You press this button once and the light comes on, it lights up the screen, and you just press it a second time, and that will do a reset. And that's all you would need to do now for your heating system to work again. With this Volkswagen Grand California, all our camper vans come standard with automatic, reverse camera, parking sensors front and rear. So this vehicle is very easy to maneuver into parking spots, into narrow roads. Like, that's really what our kind of unique selling point is with these vehicles. In this Grand California, we have two captain seats in the front, so very easy to turn around. You'll adjust the backrest up to kind of vertical, and then you have a lever between your legs, and you'll just move it to the right hand side, and that will bring you right around. And then you can just wind back your seat, or you can and let it back even in the rear. So it gives you lots of space there. Volkswagen have came up with a very clever way so you can swing your seat around without the handbrake getting in the way like some models have. This handbrake at the moment is off, so we'll apply the handbrake up, and then it actually drops down, but that handbrake is on at the moment. So that's designed that you can just turn your seat around and it doesn't get in the way, no matter if your handbrake is on or off. So if we wanted now to release the handbrake, we would pull the lever up, press the button, and that handbrake now is off. The tension is on it. So I'm just going to do that one more time. So we're going to apply the handbrake, and it drops down. So to release the handbrake, you lift the lever, take the tension, and just press the button, and that's the handbrake off, and you can feel that there now. To turn your captain seat on the driver's side, same as the passenger side, the lever between your legs, you just pull it to the left, make sure your seat's vertical, and then you just spin around. Simple as that. And if you want to let it back a bit, then you can just reach back, pull the lever, and you're getting into camping mode. What we're going to do is, now this is the Volkswagen Grand California table, so we actually have a different option on these. It's a smaller table, so it's much more compact, but I'm going to show you this one here today. So we're just going to pull the leg out on it, it'll lock up, and then there's a little lip on the back end, so you just clip it in here, and then so you can adjust that table back or forward, and you'll comfortably have your full dinner, 4 people. So we're just going to go through the kitchen on the Grand California. So we'll just lift up your 2 covers. What you have here is you've got your hot and cold water, and you've got your 2 hobs. So you just lift up your lever, turn left to right, hot and cold, and then for your gas rings, standard gas igniter. So we will just turn this one. Now we're just going to go through the cutlery and what's in the different drawers. In here we've got our knives or forks, all our cutlery. So you've got enough cutlery here to do any of your basic cooking, from sharp knives, spoons, bottle opener, tin opener, all your stuff you'll need. So in this drawer then what we'll have is, we give you a little starter pack. So you'll have teas, coffees, a few biscuits, some bags, some cloths, some kitchen towel. In the bottom you'll have a little camping set. So you'll have a little kettle and frying pan, pots, all that sort of stuff you need. And a little strainer here for pasta and stuff like that. In here we've all your cups, we've 2 wine glasses as well, we've a couple of beakers. And on top then we have, plates, saucers. And in here then we have bowls as well. So you kind of pretty much anything, and a bit of storage space then on some of these other cabinets there as well. So look, that's all nice and compact. If you're doing some cooking, you can get a bit of extra space by pulling out this, and also here you lift this up and fold it out, so it just gives you some worktops to use. So what we're going to do now is show you the toilet and shower in this Grand California. So this is a cassette toilet, and we're just going to show you how to use it. So when you come to the toilet, before you use it, you will open this lever. That will open the cassette. You will do what you need to do, and then you'll flush it. Little flush button here. Wait a couple of seconds, and then you close your toilet. And that's it. Toilet roll, you have a little storage compartment in here. Then wash hand basin is here. You have hot and cold water. And then when you want to use your shower, you'll bring this up, fold up your wash hand basin, and you'll hook up in here. So nice and compact, it'll do what you want it to do. Also what you have up here is a nice dry storage area. So in here, you can also use this as your mirror here as well. If you're getting a fault code on your heating system and it won't switch on, like your hot water is not going on, your central heating is not going on, one of the kind of common faults is this window is open a small bit. So there's actually a sensor here on this window, and that's to do with the exhaust for the heating system, which is just below this window. So if you have this window open a small bit, your heating or your hot water will not work. So that's just an important thing to check. That's your sensor there. So what we're going to show here is how to let the bed down. So you'll have two straps here. You just basically unclip these, and you have one on the other end as well, which I've just unclipped earlier. That's your bed layout. You're sleeping crossways, and that's why these recesses are here as well, and on the other side. In the bed area, what you have is you've got USB charging points. These domestic plugs here, so they only work up on when you're in a campsite on Hookup. You also have nice lighting here as well, touch lighting. You just touch, you can hold, you bring it up, bring it down. It's really good for reading at night time. So at night time, when you're sleeping in the camper van, it's very important not to lock it with the key of the vehicle. So this is your lock button here. You're going to lock up at night time with this button. If you use the key, it will arm the motion sensor in the vehicle, and then it will start to go off as you start to move. What we're going to show you now is the upper bed. So just going to press this button. You're going to pull it out, and it locks into place. So once we pull our bed down, we're just going to lock this little flap in place. There's a little locator pin here, which is important that you just get your pin into that. And that's it. Yeah, so we're just going to unclip our ladder. It's important that you have this ladder secured like this, especially in transport. So we're just going to unclip it here. Down we go. You're going to fold out your ladder. And then what you can do is especially if you've got young kids, you're going to hook it up like this. Bring your clips up, and that means that can't come out. Now also your toilet will open here, and also if anybody's coming down from top, they can use the toilet at night time as well. For folding back up the bed, first thing you do is you're going to put your ladder back up, and you're going to leave it exactly like this, and you're going to put your two hooks in here. So it's really important to have that in like that for transporting. You don't want that ladder coming down. So you're going to fold up your lever, your little flap, and then you're pushing your button. Push it in, that locks in. And then you've got this little flap here, this little lever here, you're going to push that in as well. And that's your bed stored away, ready for driving. So if you've got young kids, for the upper bed, we have a netting that you can put up as well. Just stops anybody climbing out at night time. So you'll just clip this up on top here, and then you will Velcro strips here, and then you'll clip it underneath here. So that's your safety net in place. So both skylights here can actually open here. So it's nice to let a bit of air in. So you just flick down the handle, give it a wind, and up you go. Just important to remember, like if you're leaving the camper van during the day, is to wind down the skylights, because you'll get rain blowing in, so especially at the bed area. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just kind of walk through the camper van controls for the inside. So we have a couple of things here to know. On the left here it shows your water. So that shows you your fresh water and your grey water. So at this particular camper van it's full. So when you collect your camper van, it will always have a full tank of fresh water, which is about 150 litres. That water then will do your shower and your sink. So basically the water out of this tank will go down, and the water out in the grey water, wastewater, will go up. Also you'll have here is your battery. So this is your leisure battery. This battery is charged when the vehicle is driving. So if you were on a wall camp or somewhere you don't have a hookup, so you can stay for the night, easily one night, and not have a problem, not worry about it. You can run your fridge, you can run all your USB points, but that just gives you an indication of what the charge is. You drive for a couple of hours during the day, that will charge it up to 100%. On here, the temperature. So this one here will do your heating and your hot water. So you're going to go in here, heating, and it has your two options. So it's your thermometer, which is for your central heating for the camper van, and then it has a thermometer with a water symbol, which is for your hot water. So you're just going to go into here. Generally these are around 20, 19 degrees, 18 degrees. It's important not to put them too high. It's temperature controlled, so heating will come on and off throughout the night just to keep it nice temperature. So it's very simple. You're switching on, and you'll see your symbol come up here. It's also going to show that it's on gas and it's on the battery. So if you want to go back out, actually, it'll show you there 20 degrees. So we can go into the hot water. So you have two options. You have 40 degrees or 60. 40 degrees is fine for shower or anything like that. So just switch on, and again that's showing you here in the bottom. It's showing your water's on, your heating's on, it's run by gas, and it's run by your battery. So we're just going to go back in and switch off. This camping mode button here, so that does a few things. It will leave your step for getting in and out. It will leave that out all the time, and also the outside light, it will leave it that when you come to the camper van, it will switch that on. So you can switch it on if you want. I hope now you've got a better understanding of the Volkswagen Grand California. It's ideal for couples, for family, for friends, and you really enjoy your trip in it.